The worst feeling in the world is to be a prisoner in your own body. What do I mean by that? We've all experienced something in our lives where our reality is completely different from what we actually feel inside. Now, coming from somebody who's overweight, I've experienced this and it's horrible. On the surface, everything seems normal, everything seems nice. But deep down, when you're laying in that bed or when you're alone, you know your reality of what you're experiencing around is horrible. You hate it. You want to escape it. But this is what being a prisoner in your own body feels like. The world, you may be doing incredibly well in life. You may have everything, but you still may feel like a prisoner in your body. And why is that? That's because there's something not right with what you're doing. Because there's that cognitive dissonance. You mentally perceive yourself to be a certain level, whether it's financially, physically, emotionally, relationship wise, but your reality is completely different. And this is the cause of what I call it the prison of the mind. You are enslaved, you are imprisoned in this flesh, this skeletal flesh. And this is the worst feeling ever. Now, coming from an overweight person, right, you are imprisoned in a very different way. You could have everything, man. You can have everything. You could have the best house. You could have a massive bank account. You can have all the material success. What you will still experience life, which is subpar. That's something you need to get your head around. This is something I've experienced, and I can speak on this like an expert, right? When you're overweight, no matter how successful you are, dude, your experience of life, how you go through life, is shockingly average. I would say below average. You are constantly in a state of anxiety. Food is your biggest addiction. You cannot shop at normal places, or even if you can, you're always looking, oh, does this fit well, this, that, the other, because of how you've treated yourself physically. That shows up mentally. Dude, it's such a mind fuck, right? That you have zero control over that slice of pizza, burger, or fast food. Isn't that something? You can have all the success in the world, but if you do not have that level of control and say, I'm not going to have that, because that food noise is deafening, you are going to have a very below average experience of life, and you will have to settle for what you experience in life. You can't go to nice exotic places. For sure, I wanted to avoid beaches. Any place where I would need to take my top off, I would avoid. Any places which were physically challenging, like a hiking place, like Grand Canyon, Mauritius, I would avoid like the plague, because I know, man, I know what it feels like. Because half the stuff I would not be able to do because of how big I was. That's not how life should be. Life is about living life to the fullest. And don't forget this as well. It also affects your dating life, the caliber of woman or man you're going to attract, right? It has a massive impact on that. And for good or bad, you won't have the confidence to approach the hottest girl. You just won't, man. Or the hottest guy. You just won't have that level of confidence that a person who has his shit together, who's in shape, who's got his money right, who is active, who has hobbies other than just sitting in front of the computer or the laptop or the bloody iPad, whatever it is, you have more to offer. You have better conversations. Now, think about that level of experience and compare to somebody who is active. They may not have all the shit together, but they will come across as more outgoing, more interesting to be around. And it's harsh, right? But we live in a world which is harsh. And I think we have been fed a lie that people need to accept you for who you are. No, 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 no. If that was the case, why are all these body positive influencers, celebrities, now all on Zempic? Why is it? Because all of them want to experience a better quality of life that they previously didn't happen. So we are all fed lies. Now, the biggest change, the switch that happened to me was when I went to Kazakhstan. When I started doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Dude, it was hard. But I tell you what, my quality of life improved dramatically since I've lost weight. And I don't feel like I'm a prisoner in my own body. Not at all. I went to Kazakhstan. I did grappling there, a new country. I went into a bloody frozen lake. I experienced mountains, canyons, hiking, horse riding, you name it. All because I felt confident within me. And this is what it's about, man. This is what life is about. Life is about living life on your terms. Life is about creating memories. But if you don't take the chance, if you don't commit to changing your life, whether it's physical, financial, whether it's having a better standard in life, you will always feel imprisoned, no matter how far you try getting away from. You will never escape that. And this is what I'm trying to say, man. Me walking in the canyons, me horse riding, man, I just realized I was just so grateful that a few years back I could not afford financially or even physically, I could not afford to be in those places. And this is when I realized, man, I have finally escaped. And this is why I hope you do too. And I sincerely mean it, man. Life as an overweight or obese person, it's horrible. And I will never wish that upon anyone. Do you want to know what's hell? Become fat. Dude, it will change your perspective. You'll be more grateful when you do get healthy. And this is why they say health is wealth. Now, you need to also understand how you liberate yourself is by making that decision. Once you make that decision, no matter what it is, we all have different battles. You need to commit to that plan and not to give up. You will not see results in the next day, next week. It will take years, and you've got to be okay with it. And the long road is less traveled. But once you get on the opposite side of it, that's where the fun begins. It took me 2 years, and it's gonna take you longer. Make peace with it. It is what it is. That's how life is. So if you can do that, if you can be okay with that, then dude, you will have a better quality of life. Because the other thing you gotta weigh out is, what if you don't change? Are you okay living like this for the next 10, 20 years? That's a question you need to ask yourself. Sit down with yourself and answer that. Are you okay with that? And if you are, cool, man, you figured it out. I wasn't, so I changed, and I hope you do too. And if you feel like I've added value to you, I'm trying to grow this movement of the 1,000 forgotten warriors. Give me a share, give me a follow, give me a subscribe. Let's get together as men and build this tribe of the forgotten warriors and to live life to the fullest and never have regrets in our lives. Let's go, man. Let's control what we can and fuck off things that we can't.